Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Welcome to part 2 of Hebrew names and meanings, or Hebrew names and their meanings. Today we're just gonna jump down to to the 12 tribes, because we covered a lot of different names last time in the last lesson that we went over. This time we're gonna hit the 12 tribes. As you can see here, the first tribe, Judah. As you can see here in the Hebrew, Yahawada, Yahawada. Because although Judah was the fourth born son of Jacob, you know, he had the first spot, because the Most High said he's gonna save the tents of Judah first. That's why when you see the 12 tribe sign, you always see Judah at the head of it, even though Judah was the fourth born son. You know, it's all spiritual. It says Judah, Yahawada. Yahawada breaks down to two words, Yahweh and Thawada. Okay, Yahawada, Yahweh, which is the Most High's name, means he to be, or he is, or he exists. And then Thawada equals thanks. So in Judah's name, even way back then, when people said that nobody knew the name of the Most High, hold up one second. Yeah. Okay, Yahawada. I had missed a couple of letters. Alright, so Yahawada, even back then, when they say that people didn't know the name of the Most High, nobody knows the name of the Most High, even back then, men knew the name of the Lord. You know, they started calling upon that name going way back around the time of Adam. You know, because Adam knew the name of the Most High. You know, but the men back then started calling upon this name, Yahweh. You know, but it just wasn't well known, because it wasn't time for that name to be fully magnified. You know, and the time when the name was fully magnified was during the time of the Exodus of Egypt, and when the Most High's name was truly magnified, even though it was already known, it wasn't well known. And then in this time now, that same name, which is not well known, again, is going to be very well known who the Most High is, and his name is going to be exalted in these times. So Judah, the fourth-born son of Jacob, had the name Yahawada, which is Yahweh thanks, or Yahweh Thawada. Okay, because you have Yahweh here, and then the da is the suffix or the ending of the word Thawada, Yahawada, Yahweh thanks. All right, the next one is Bunyamyan, Bun Yum Yun. The word bun breaks down to son, and Yum Yun is right. So Bunyamyan is son of the right. Now the Judah was the son of Leah, and Bunyamyan was the last son that Rachel had before she actually had the son, and then she passed away because she had a hard labor. So she had called him Benani, but Jacob said no, his name is gonna be Benjamin, Bunyamyan, son of the right. Okay, so that's what the name Benjamin means. All right, Bunyamyan, son of the right. All right, the next one is Levi, or Law Yah. That's a La, Wa, and a Yah. Law Yah, Law Yah, Law Yah, lawyer. Joined to me. Now, this was one of Leah's sons, and she said that her husband, you know, Jacob, would be joined to her because of this son. I believe this was the third born son of the 12 tribes. And she said that the Most High was going to pretty much join Jacob unto her, because she has, at this point, she had 3 sons, and Rachel had no sons. You know, but when you look at this name, the name of this particular son spiritually, you know, really Loya, or joined to me, means joined to the Most High, because through the tribe of Levi, or through this man Levi, came the tribe of Levi, which were the priests. And they were the ones that would officiate the business of the priesthood, you know, the business of the temple, the sacrifices, you know, the gifts, you know, and all of that, you know, the tithes and all of that. So when you look at the name spiritually, and dig deeper into it, really is Loya means joined unto the Most High. So joined to me, which is a literal name, but it really through the Levites was the first time when we were joined, really cemented, the nation of Israel with the Most High with the nation of Israel, because they were the ones that officiated the Most High's business. All right, the next one is Simeon, Shemai one, and I believe this is one of the sons of Silpah, which was if I'm not mistaken, is Silpah, which is Leah's handmaid, or this might have been one of the sons of Leah herself. And the word Shemai means to hear, and the one at the end is part of the word affliction. So Shemai one means affliction heard, because she was being afflicted because her Jacob loved Rachel, and he really didn't care too much for Leah, because really he when he saw Rachel, he was smitten by her. So he really wanted her. So even though she was Leah was also his wife, he was really more attracted, so to speak, to Rachel. So when the Lord gave her Leah this son, whether it was her that bore it or her handmaid Zilpah, she said, blessed be the Most High, because he heard her affliction that she had. All right. The next son is Zebulun, Zabalawan, and I believe this was also one of the sons of Zilpah, the handmaid of Leah, and Zabalawan means my dwelling. Okay, when you go back and you research it, so Zabalawan is my dwelling, Zebulun, Zabalawan. All right, the next one is Ephraim. Okay, Aparium. Now Ephraim was one of the sons of Joseph, and Joseph had two sons, Ephraim, or Manasseh and Ephraim, and Ephraim became the one that was higher than Manasseh, even though Manasseh was the firstborn. Now the word Ephraim or Parium, the I at the beginning is the word Anya, I or I am. Paryum or Parya is fruit, and the Paryum or the yum at the end is fruitful, plural. So Aparium, I am fruitful. And the reason why Joseph called his son that name was because not only did he give him Manasseh, but he also gave him Ephraim, so he made him fruitful in the land of his captivity, which was in Egypt. Okay, so he wasn't there alone. The Lord gave him sons, to carry on his name and to make him fruitful. All right, so that's the name Ephraim or Aparium. All right, the next one is Manasseh or Manasseh. Now the word Manasseh means made to forget, because when this was Joseph's firstborn son, and when his firstborn son was born, Joseph said, the Lord had made me forget my affliction, or something to that effect. Because remember, the sons of Israel, the other 11 sons, sold Joseph in slavery to the Ishmaelites, who in turn sold him into slavery unto the Egyptians. So Joseph was in the prisons. He was miserable. So when the Lord gave him his firstborn son, he named him Manasseh, made to forget, because he forgot about all the hell he was going through and all the stuff that he was dealing with, and was able to channel that, so to speak, through his son Manasseh. And then Ephraim came, which gave him even more joy. That's why he said, I am fruitful, for Ephraim. All right, Gad, or God is troop. Now Gad was I forget if it was Zilpah or Bilhah, one of the handmaid's son. And when she was giving birth to this particular boy, which became the father of the tribe of Gad, there was a troop. She saw a troop, so she named him Troop. Okay, so that's what the name God means. It means troop. All right, God. All right, Reuben, which is the firstborn son of Jacob through Leah, is Ra'arban. Ra'arban. And Ra'arban, Ra'ah is to see, and the bun is son. So see, it's a son. Because that was the firstborn the beginning of Jacob's strength. So the boy's name was called Reuben or Ra'aban, because that was his very firstborn, and that's what his mother Leah called him. That was a firstborn son, and the reason why the Lord did it was because Jacob loved Rachel more, and Leah was despised in his eyes, so he allowed her to be fruitful and withheld from the womb of Rachel, to gain favor for Leah, so to speak. All right. Now the next one is Ashar, which means happy, and I'm not sure which one of the handmaids this was. I believe it could have been Leah's handmaid or Rachel's handmaid, but the name was happy. They were happy that they were able to bear another son, and Leah was the one that bore Jacob Dinah, which the word Dinah is a feminine way of saying judge. Okay, that's just as a added footnote. The next born son was Naphtali or Naphthalia, and I'm not going in any particular order on these. I'm just giving it to you as it's on the sign. Naphtali is Naphthalia. Napthal means wrestling, and the Yah is my wrestling. Because remember, these two women were fighting one with another, or in competition, wrestling one with another, and the one that was more despised, so to speak, for lack of better words, was Leah. So whenever the Lord would give her a son, she would name it according to the situation she was dealing with at the time. All right. The next one is Issachar or Yashashkar. Yashashkar, because that's Yah, Sha, Sha, Ka, Ra. These two are connected, and these two are connected. Yashashkar. All right. Now the word Yashashkar means Yah is he, Shashkar is hired. All right. And what happened was that her son, I believe it was Reuben, found some mandrakes, and or one of the sons of Rachel, or one of I believe he was either Reuben or one of the sons of Rachel that found the the mandrakes, and you brothers could go look it up. And what happened was Leah bought the mandrakes from Rachel, I believe, the story goes, and she hired her husband to lay with her that night for the mandrakes. Some to that extent. Rachel bought the mandrakes from Leah. The Reuben was the one that found the mandrakes, and Rachel bought the mandrakes from her, and Leah was able to lay with her husband because she hired him that night, to lay with her, because through the mandrakes that Reuben found. Now Issachar is the so-called Mexicans, and when you're looking at it spiritually, it's dealing with how they're always ready to work, they're always ready to be hired, because they fit the prophecy of being, he is hired, Yashashkar, he is hired. So when you look at it spiritually, that's what the name was. Because remember, there's a Latin term called omen nomen, which is name prediction, and a child was normally named after what he would do, so that's why this name was heavy, because it's spiritual. Because if you look at the characteristics of the so-called Mexicans, they're always ready to work, and they're hard-working individuals, always ready to be hired. You'll find them on the streets and all of that. All right, the next name, and that was the 12 tribes. The next name is David, Dawadah, and the name Dawadah means beloved, because he's beloved of the Most High, a man after the Most High's heart. The next one is John or Yohanan, which is Yawachanan, which Yawachanan is Yahweh, or Yahweh's grace or gift. Okay. So it's Yahweh's grace or Yahweh's gift. That's what the name John or Yohanan means. Yawachanan. It's not Yohana. That's a fake Hebrew name. It's Yawachanan. John, Yohanan, which means Yahweh's grace or Yahweh's gift. And the last name I have on the list here is Jonathan. Yawanathan. Jonathan. Now Yawanathan means Yahweh has given. Because Yahweh or Yahweh for short, and Nathan is to give. So Yawanathan is Yahweh has given. So that's some of the names so far that I have. And I hope you brothers have been edified. Until the next time, I say Shalom.